My next guest, he's a professional mixed martial artist with a record of 9 wins with 2 losses. Currently just came off possibly the biggest win of his career so far when he
Thus far,
defeated
yeah.
Joel Bauman. Not sure if I pronounced that right, but anyways, you defeated him in round 2, 1 minute into that second round. Please welcome back onto the show, Steelers fan, Penn State fan here, Josh Fremd. How you doing, Josh?
Doing well, man. Doing well. How about yourself?
Doing great, brother. Thanks for taking the time, man.
Yeah, no problem.
Well, Josh, I'm gonna start off the show by just saying you get to work fast, man. You get on it fast. I mean, I believe I had you in my one of my December shows, December 17th, and you said you were gonna get into the UFC in the year 2022. That was the big goal, and we're here, not even a full 3 months into the new year, and you've accomplished that goal. New UFC fighter, Josh Fremd. How does that feel, man?
It feels amazing. It's awesome to hear. It's something that I've been wanting to hear for a long time. And yeah, I mean, I my original plan was to get to the UFC a year or two ago, but we have to adjust accordingly to losses and injuries and different things like that. But I made a statement that I will be in there in 2022, and things went well. Things went my way, and I'm able to sit here and say, "Hey, 2022, I will make my walk to the UFC."
Man, I'm sure it feels amazing. But this fight, I followed you, but this fight was what you took this on a week notice, 7 days, 8 days.
About 7 days, yeah.
Dang, man, how did that came about, man?
Uh, I was just sitting watching the football games one day and drinking some beer, eating some not great food because it's football season. And my coach texted me and was like, "Hey, might have this opportunity, like, where's your weight, where you at?" And I looked at my friend and I was like, gotta put down this beer right now so I can get mentally prepared, because I might have to fight here in a couple of days. But I keep my weight low. It's a lifestyle out here for me, so I don't really eat too bad too often. More of just for fun on football days. But yeah, he just said that he had the opportunity. We've went through 3 or 4 opponents, I think it was, until someone said yes, and they had a definite answer. And I didn't even sign the contract until I got in my car to leave for Kansas. So it was all really fast.
Man, now how was it? Because you took this fight. Did you know you were going to fight in front of Dana White?
Uh, I knew once they told me what the promotion was, I was like, oh, that's the Dana White looking for a fight with the Nelk boys, because a couple months ago, like, my friends and I we're decent fans of the Nelk boys. So we heard them on their podcast say that they were going to come eventually to Dana White's fight, and they're going to pick their own fighters. So we knew who it was and what the situation was, but I didn't let that get to me, because at the end of the day, it's a fight. It doesn't matter. My grandma's out there. Like, I got to go fight. So,
And you got it done, man. How did it feel? When did you find out you got the contract, man?
uh,
I was sure you got it
late.
after you won, by the way.
No.
In my
I
opinion.
thought I had it. I was like, yeah, I got to win. I'm handsome. I got this. And then Dantes goes out and knocks some dude's head off with his leg, and then Isaac goes out and gets a cool finish. Like, I was like, oh, I almost had one. So it
Yeah.
was it was really nerve wracking to sit there and wait. I got to go up in the VIP booth with some people, and I got to sip some whiskey with my coach. So that's a cool memory that I'll always have. And then we walked towards the back. Dana White and the Nelk boys went in the back, and they did their little talk, and we had to sit and wait, and then eventually my manager looks at me, gives me this little grin, and he's like, "You're in." And that's it. Kind of was it was an amazing feeling for me at the time.
Immediate, man. Immediate reaction in your head. First reaction that you can think of right there, man. I mean, because that's the goal. That's one of the goals.
That's one of the goals, and I was just like, finally. I me personally, I'm not the type that thinks I'm shit. Like, I'm not a very arrogant person. I'm confident in a lot of things, but I'm not arrogant. I work really hard for what I do, and I always feel like I get passed over, and why would anyone pick me? But for me to sit there and have my manager be like, hey, you're in, I'm like, finally, you know, like I can look over at my friends, I can look over at my girlfriend and be like, see, like what I was saying isn't BS. You know, I really think I can do this. I think I deserve this. I've worked so hard for it. Like, look, I'm not just blowing hot air out here.
Yeah, when you told me that, I believed it. I believe it.
Yeah.
You're very. I'm not gonna tell you no, right? You're wrong, right? But but I believed it, right? So I remember when I saw the news, right? When I saw the news, and I messaged Jason, I said, "Oh, you won." I didn't know he was out there watching you, watching the fights. But so when I found out you made it, man, I was very happy. So I just want to say congratulations, man. You earned
Thank you,
that.
man. That means a lot.
Yeah. So, but how did the reaction? How's everyone's reaction, man? Is there a specific family member, like you said, your girlfriend? You told your girlfriend there. I mean, what was the most priceless reaction from somebody that wasn't yourself that you remember now?
I would definitely have to say my friend Jordan Kurtz. He runs Comments from the Peanut Galleries out here, and him and I have been getting, our friendship has been growing lately because we've been doing a radio show together, and we're constantly bouncing ideas off each other. And he's seen the work that I put in. He's seen me struggle through injuries and being broke. Like leading up to the fight, he even bought me. We went out and got it's not Chipotle, but it's similar to Chipotle. And he paid for my food because he knew that, I didn't really have any money at the time. So his reaction to see me win and, then when getting the UFC, it was just an awesome feeling. Obviously my girlfriend, she was more funny about it than anything. Like, whew, thank goodness he got it, or he probably would have been home crying. And she's not far from wrong.
That's a great feeling. Did you get to meet Dana?
I did get to meet Dana right after my fight. I walked outside the cage and I said hi to him and everything, but I didn't get to meet him for any of the other extracurricular activities I believe he had to get going.
Yeah, man. Anything else you took away? Biggest lesson that you learned from, or just the thing you told yourself when you accomplished that?
I want to say the biggest lesson that I took away from this and that I really want to share with everyone is it's fear is something that we build in our own minds, because I was originally planning on fighting end of March, beginning of April. I was leaning towards that way, and I wanted to have the rest of football season, enjoy the playoffs, eat, drink, be a normal person for a little bit. And then this opportunity came up and I said yes originally. I had a couple opponents drop out, and then Joel came up and I was honestly having second thoughts. I wasn't scared of the person. I wasn't scared of him as a fighter. I was more afraid of the result. And I was afraid of, is this a good career move? Because if I lose, it sets me back, some odd months, and I'm already behind on my life plan, my life schedule. And, my coach sat me down and we had to talk about it. And I just finished reading Will Smith's autobiography. And I'm a huge Will Smith fan, and that book really, spoke to me. And my coach knows it did because we talk about it a lot. And he brought up I won't spill it for anyone, but he just brought up a moment in the book that really resonated with me. And I was like, you know what? You're right. I can't think about results. I can't think about, what if this doesn't go my way? It was like, what if it could? What if, we're living right now? What if everything went my way? I just can't be scared, and I got to just go take the chance. This is what I do. This is what I've done for 10 plus years. The opportunities now, everyone's in the room. Everyone who makes the decision is going to be there. So why not? And I want to make sure everyone knows that fear is something in your head. You just got to talk yourself out of that.
Love it, man. I love it, man. And you know what? I guess, like I said, you earned it. It was great just seeing you, man. When it said UFC signed, man, from Iridium's page, man. It's great to see, man. Again, you deserve it. You work hard for it. You bust your ass for it. And I'm excited to be able to watch you make that walk, man. Like I'm sure all your fans and family and your girlfriend, all that good stuff, man. But let me shift to this, man, real quick, because I did want to get into this, man. Oh, man. But you know what? If Matt Stafford can do it, anyone else can do it.
Matthew Stafford's a dog, though.
Yeah, but you know what? He's not a Hall of Famer to me. Not a Hall of Famer.
This guy,
bro.
He just won a title.
A man just told me.
They were saying if he wins a title, he's in the Hall of Fame.
A man once told me, never apologize for having high standards. Once, right? So here's the thing, right? I think that he plays for another 3 to 4 years and, does the same thing, does some stats on there, gets him to an end. I don't expect him to go get to another Super Bowl. I don't need him to do that for me to say he's a Hall of Famer. Just need him to go out there and produce with a good team, because people are going to tell me that dysfunction in Detroit and how Detroit failed, and which they did. They did. Detroit's a dumpster fire. And I think it's very pathetic that a lot of Lions fans were like, oh, we're the Detroit Rams. I mean, come on, guys. You're pretty much, it's like that dude celebrating his chick for getting married with like the dude that she dumped him with.
Yeah.
But I just saw Joe Burrow go to a dumpster fire and take them to a Super Bowl. I mean, it can be done.
It can be done. And he also had a decent amount of people around him. Like when you have good defense and you get a wide receiver like Jamar Chase, who's a once in a lifetime, I think he's going to be one of the best. He's going to set so many records. But no, I get it. I get what you're saying. But in my heart, Matthew Stafford, he's a Hall of Famer now. I was a big fan of him in Detroit. Him and Calvin Johnson were like two of my favorite players. I still have my Calvin Johnson shirt. Like, I think that he's definitely Hall of Fame worthy now.
I gotta give it 3 years, man. We'll see, right? We'll see when that
debate.
Well,
he still has some playing time. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm just saying, in about 3 to 4 years, I don't mind calling him a Hall of Famer. But right now, I mean, Brad Johnson has a Super Bowl ring. Trent Dilfer. Okay, exactly.
Trent Dilfer, yeah.
Trent Dilfer has a Super Bowl ring. I mean, are they Hall of Famers? No.
No,
I do
remember seeing, who was it that tweeted over the weekend, like, our standards for Hall of Famers have gotten so low.
It is very low. People are arguing that, I'm a Boston guy. I love my New England Patriots. Edelman's not a Hall of Famer. People are saying Edelman's a Hall of Famer. I'm like, no, he's not.
Recency bias because of the dynasty.
Yeah, I mean, no, he played on a really good team. He contributed, but he didn't like separate himself. He was never like top 5 receiving in the league. He never changed the game.
He's a New England Patriot Hall of Famer,
Yeah, exactly. Calvin Johnson is a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
And he didn't win one, but he's a Hall of Famer. He, changed that position.
Yeah.
He impacted the game. So, I mean, it's just saying that we'll see, it's going to be a very interesting one for you. But Josh Fremd, anything you want to let the audience know before we sign out, man?
I want to thank you, my man, for us being able to get this interview down. I apologize for the last time. Shout out to your Tom Brady pictures in the back, looking pretty dope. Unfortunate that he retired the same year as Ben Roethlisberger. I won't hold anything against you.
Hey, man, we'll be going to the Hall of Fame ceremony together.
Yes, we will. It's
going to be an interesting one. You know what, though? Just so you know, I think the Steelers' decision is going to impact a lot of the AFC, just like Aaron Rodgers' decision.
Yeah.
Because if the Steelers get themselves a quarterback, even if it's Jimmy, I think they'll win the division. I think if they don't, I think it's, Burrow. I think Burrow could be back. Same thing with Aaron Rodgers going to Denver. Who knows what will happen there? It's going to be interesting. Josh Fremd, it's an honor. It's a privilege to be able to talk to you in your journey, man. Thank you so much, man. And to all the audience, I'll catch you later, guys. Goodbye.